Good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. It is May 7th, I believe. I believe it is May 7th. I know it is. So let's start with my low, my high, my act of kindness. Yeah, for sure I would say my low is I slept in. Definitely more than I should have. But I also didn't really get to sleep until like midnight. And this is on me, but I totally set my alarm at 5, so I know like I should be getting out of bed soon. So it's like almost like 6:30. I'm like, wow. I set my alarm, but I turned it off. Although I'm trying to get ready for Thursday because I know for a fact I'm going to have to get up very early on Thursday. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let's see, my high. Oh, actually, another part of my low is, like, for whatever reason, like, my computer will not charge. I mean, it can register that a battery is plugged in, but the cord that you plug into an outlet won't charge. I mean, luckily I have a spare, but that doesn't charge the computer. It just makes sure that there's power in the computer. So it's a little complicated at the moment. Let's see, what would my high be? My high is I got to see my mom and my dad yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Just hanging with them. Just having leftovers today. We had leftover chicken tortilla soup last night that we had from Sunday. It was really good. It's definitely better when you have it with cheese and sour cream and put some avocado on it and got myself some pickled onions. Although that does remind me, I know I said I wouldn't make pickles for a long time, but having been almost 4 months, I think time is just about up. I definitely am starting to get kind of the urge to make pickles again. Not enough to just straight up say, oh, I gotta do it now, but I definitely need to plan ahead because there's a couple things I need to get ready for. And I have enough jars to get me to like the end of like after Mother's Day and stuff, which I have quite a few jars of pickles to give to some moms. But I definitely need to plan a few things over. Okay, it's fine. I've also had the urge to make guacamole again. It's funny because I made guacamole for Easter, and I was having this conversation with my mom last night regarding making guacamole, which for me, I mean, I'm not going to give away my recipe at the moment, but I will tell you that start to finish, to actually put everything in the bowl that you're going to serve it in, takes uninterrupted. I can do it in about an hour. But with guacamole, at least when I make it, I have the luxury of time. Because right now, I'm thinking at some point I am going to make guacamole again. I have to spend at least, I could probably make good guacamole in about 3 days. As in, because I always find my avocados like under-ripened. So by the time I actually get to the last day I make it, the avocados are ripe. And after I put everything in my bowl I'm going to serve it in, I then leave it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours to get the flavors marinated and developed and such. And then I bring it up to room temperature for not actually room temperature, up to room temperature for about an hour. So the process of making and serving guacamole takes about 4 hours for me. It's a lot of work, it is. But it's rewarding work, especially when the times I've made guacamole, it's been arguably the best thing served at the parties I've been to when making it. Not to brag. But I do need to make guacamole again. I do. Now that produce is starting to come into season, I definitely need to think when I'm going to make it again, for sure. Shoot, I forgot to go over my act of kindness. What do I have as an act of kindness? Oh, right. I know what I did. I emptied and filled the dishwasher for my folks, and I also emptied the dehumidifier for my dad. Because it's going to be that time of year where, because there's so much humidity in the air, the dehumidifier in my parents' basement is like constantly running. Seriously, that thing gets so much water throughout the day. You have to empty it not once, but twice. Once in the morning, my dad will do that, and once in the afternoon, either my father or I'm going to do that. It's just so crazy how it works, though. I mean, for a basement, you can't really... Obviously, you have a dehumidifier in your basement, so you don't like collect mold and stuff, because bacteria thrives on moisture, and the bacteria creates mold, and that's creates mold. But I mean, for better or for worse, we're getting closer to leg time. It's only May 7th. I'm going back to Cuca Lake in 17 days. I'm excited. Can't wait. A bit of a tickle in my throat there. So, unfortunately, today is going to be rather, I wouldn't say it's necessarily boring, but very uneventful. Things don't really kick off until tomorrow, when we're getting ready for the quarterfinals for the Masked Singer. I'm excited for that. I can't wait for that. I mentioned earlier that I'm gonna have to wake up very early on Thursday. That's because that's when I'm gonna be getting my flowers for my mom for Mother's Day. And since I'm going to be very busy throughout the day on Thursday, I need to grab the flowers as soon as possible so I can get into my folks' place before I do, go on throughout my day. I tell you what though, one thing I've really been thinking about, and I probably could have done a better job with this about a week ago when I did, April month in retrospective. There is a lot to look forward to. I mentioned how, Mother's Day is coming up. I completely forgot that. I actually forgot that grist iron was last week, and that one benefit for that one investigator, Mike Teague, who's in critical condition and on the road to recovery. I forgot those were happening. Didn't mention that. My aunt's birthday was yesterday. My godmother, actually, but she lives all the way out in Colorado, which actually that's actually what another part of the conversation my mom and I had yesterday was. Just of how, what's going to happen when we're out in Colorado, because we're going to be going at the end of July, which, here's the thing, it coincides with a certain birthday party I went to last year. Hopefully that party won't be going on until after I get back. Fingers crossed. Then again, there's a lot of things I'm hoping for by then. You won't be shocked to hear this, but I actually have a life outside of doing these videos. Shock of all shocks. And one of those things is I actually do have a job to do. Obviously it pays for rent and stuff. So, hopefully I'll probably have, maybe a different career, which would be awesome. Although hopefully it doesn't interfere with, doing this. Again, sorry this video isn't very, exciting or much to say. Actually, there is one thing that, I need to talk about. And, let's go Knicks! The next one! Let's go! Oh, man. I tell you what, though. It's great for the NBA that the Knicks are good again. It is. Shout out to the Nova Knicks, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson, man. Like, here's the thing. Like, I know basketball teams have, like, superstars and, big threes and stuff like that. You know what? The Nova Knicks, those are your big three. Like, everyone's saying, oh, the Pacers are going to get... Actually, the Pacers did play a good game. They did. I mean, 121 to 117, that's a fairly respectable score difference. It is. It was actually like, because here's the thing. I got here right before the end of the game. There was like 18 seconds left. And I knew that by the time I would turn on the TV and watch the game would be over. So I'd miss what happened. So I'm like, look at my phone. Like, come on, upload. Because it saved like 18 seconds for like the longest time ever. And then it went down to 12 seconds. Again, for the longest time ever. I mean, obviously it didn't occur to me that maybe someone keeps calling timeouts, which that's totally feasible. It is. But, like what happened? So, I literally go to the bathroom. Then I check my phone again. I see the final score is 121 to 117. I'm like, let's go! Let's go! Oh! It was so awesome. So, yeah. The Knicks are, leading the series 1-0. I mean, it is far too early to make any kind of prediction for this series. It is. One game. I will say this. If it goes to a game 7, I'm not sure the Knicks are going to pull it out. They got to end this no more than 6 games. Just like with the Sixers. Which they can do. Although, I'll be interested to see how the Celtics do. Because, I mean, listen. Everyone loves the good old-fashioned rivalries between the cities of Boston and New York City. I mean, we got the Yankees and the Red Sox. We've got, I guess, technically it'd be the Bills and the Patriots. Or the Jets and the Patriots. And in some way, the Giants and the Patriots. The Rangers and the Bruins. Yeah. So, everyone loves the rivalries between Boston and New York City. So, I'm excited to see if we get a Knicks Celtics Eastern Conference Finals. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see that. I mean, listen, there's a reason why the Boston Celtics are the number 1 seed. Jason Tatum's a bad boy. He is. You got Kristaps Porzingis, and they got several other people I can't think of off the top of my head. But I said before, I will say it again. If there's any team in the East that's going to give the Celtics all they can handle, I think it's going to be the Knicks. I really do. But, you guys got to take one game at a time. So, to the New York Knicks, congratulations on last night. You guys are proving more and more the doubters wrong. You're even proving me wrong, too. Here's the thing. I'm not really that much of a basketball fan. I've always been more football than basketball. And I know that the Knicks, for the last, probably since the 90s, have been not a joke, but definitely, actually I wouldn't even say looked down. It's kind of like the Cowboys are now. They clearly are one of the teams you think of when you think of the respective, sport league that you're talking about. But they just haven't had much success. Again, for the Knicks to be doing this well right now, it's good for the organization as a whole. It's good for the city of New York. And it's just good for the NBA. It just is. I mean, well, actually, I was about to go on a tangent saying things would be a lot different if LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant were still in, but none of those teams were in. And even if they were, none of their teams are in the East. So, yeah. I think we're going to be getting, a good old fat. Actually, the Bucks are out too. I forgot the Bucks are out. So Giannis isn't even in. Yeah, we're going to be getting a good old fashioned dogfight, man. It's going to be sick. I can't wait. Well, actually, I did say that the Pacers and the Knicks is going to be a bit of a dogfight. But from what I've seen, the New York Knicks have got bigger dogs, man. Go Nova Knicks. Ooh, I'm excited. It feels great living in the state of New York, and the New York Knicks are great again. Oh, for now they are. I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video. For all you guys who watch and enjoy the video, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Oh, I did say Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk channel, this video, back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.